This is also, that value is based on a 7 cap. If interest rates were to stay low, it'd be a 6 cap. Okay? So, that one change right there, now it's a 26% per year return based on a 6% cap rate. When we're budgeting, I want you to look at anybody else's numbers. What exit cap rate are they putting in there? Okay? To bump up their numbers. Okay? You got to watch this one a lot. It has the biggest impact. What is their exit cap rate? I used a 7% cap rate because right now they're below 6. This type of property is like a 5.75% cap rate. Okay? I had to bump that up for what it's going to look like in 5 years. So I bumped it up to a 7 for our PPM. Now, if I want the numbers to look really good, I put a 6 cap on there, and now it's 26% average per year. Who wants it at 26% per year? All I did was change the cap rate in 5 years.
And by the way, if that's really the case, it's better to refinance.
Yeah, and if that's what it is, it's going to be better to refinance there, absolutely. Okay, but we don't know what it's going to be. I try and throw in things in here so when you're looking at other deals, how did they come up with their rents? Okay, how do their expenses compare? You've got to compare the whole market on comps, on how they came up with their rents. You need to look at expenses on actually, I take that back. I want to add something in there. On their rents, I only budget, I think the most I've ever budgeted in a year-over-year increase in year one in rents on total collections, I think the largest I did was $160,000. To say that the seller did, what was the collections for him last year? Okay, I'm trying to throw in things to look at for your own safety on any other deal. Okay. They're saying that they collected $2,948,000. I'm saying that we're only going to collect $3,056,000, so $100,000 year over year. To collect $100,000, we got to collect $8,600, $8,300 more a month in collection. $8,300 more a month to be able to meet that. Some other Yahoo might go in there and say it's going to be a 10% vacancy and collection loss. We're going to collect $3.4 million. Well, we're raising rents. We're raising rents this amount. We're going to be able to collect all this extra money. But they're turning around and saying, in that particular instance, that you're going to collect $450,000 more year over year. Ain't going to happen. $450,000 more, you're going to all of a sudden now, next month, start collecting $40,000 more a month? Ain't going to happen. Okay? Again, like I said, I'm doing everything I can to educate you on what to look for on mine and anybody else's deal. What were their collections last year? What are they projecting year one? Is that obtainable? Okay. How are they coming up their rents? Is that attainable? What are the historical expenses versus what the pro forma expenses are? And the biggest item on that is, are they grossing up taxes where they need to be? Because that's the biggest thing that'll kick everybody right in the teeth. Okay? And then the exit cap rate. Okay? That makes a huge, huge difference. Okay? So go back. If you get any other PPMs, any other numbers, I would love to see what other people are doing, because if they're doing any of those things, then they're either inexperienced, don't know, or they are full of crap and they're just trying to make a deal work. Okay, I talked to another lead investor who actually said that's what they're doing to get their numbers to work, is they're lowering their exit cap rate. I'm not going to say who, but that's how they're doing it to get numbers to work. I'm not going to say anything, okay? I'm not saying anything. I am telling you, look at those items. Okay? That's why I showed them specifically on how I came up with them on here. Going in cap rate on this was like, well, on their numbers, $6 even pretty much. Going in, that's non-tax adjusted. Again, hold on a second. Now what brokers do is they say, what is the going in cap rate? They do tax adjusted cap rate. Tax adjusted cap rate, which on a B class property like this in a good location is 5.5%, 5.48%. And that's normal right now for that type of property, a 5.5 cap rate. And so, again, my cap rate is 7%. Yes, sir?
When you calculate this cap rate, you use the sales price.
I'm using the sales price, correct.
But you don't use your all-in price.
I don't use the all-in price because you have, the dollars that you're going to add in after the fact have got to go to increasing rents. Now, if it's not going to increase rents, then if it's just rehab and you can't raise rents because of it, then you do need to include that in that number, in your all-in.
Let's say you don't do any rehab, it's a perfect property, but you still have to spend on closing costs and stuff like that.
Well, if it's just closing costs and things like that, it's not going to affect the numbers very much. Okay, but it's the CapEx that really does a lot when you're talking about $7,000 a door. That's an extra 8% on the overall purchase price. Okay, any other questions?
You know, you've got a good point about being careful because it's being taught out there to use the going in cap rate as the going out cap rate.
Oh, let's do that real quick, just for fun. It's being taught to use the going in cap rate as the going out cap rate. Okay, just for grins, that takes it from our 15% to 34%. 34% per year if you use the going in cap rate as the exit cap rate. Be sure to visit us at darwingerman.com. There you can register for all of our information and see all of the videos. And make sure to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos.